Hey, this is Maria Brink
This is Chris Holworth,
from In This Moment.
and you are watching and listening to Linnea Rock.
Yeah.
Hi Maria, hi Chris, welcome to Milan, welcome to Linnea Rock. How are you today? Everything's okay?
We're very happy, and it's our first time to Italy and Milan, so we're very excited to be here.
Fantastic. Okay, so Maria, your voice and your image have a strong impact and have an important role in the success of In This Moment. How much this comes from your influences, how much instinct there's behind it, and how much, that's part of like a big plan?
I think that, the core of everything always has to be the music, we always say, right? So like you start with the music. So if somebody's laying in the dark and they can't see what we look like at all, you still want that music to make them feel something and make them, have that connection. But then we like to, on top of that, give people something visually just as stimulating as if you're just listening to the music. So we really like to express ourselves artistically with all of the visuals and the theatrical sides.
Yeah.
So, it all kind of plays a really important part to us. And there's been so many people that inspired us, from Kiss to Madonna to, the whole spectrum from one side to the other.
And I think for her too, part of it comes from her influences, but a lot of it is also within her, this image and stuff that she comes up with.
Okay. You started as Dying Star. How was that band concept different than In This Moment, and who's guilty of the idea of mixing metalcore and hard rock?
Well, I think Dying Star was kind of more like In This Moment is now, honestly. But at the time, it just, whatever reason, nothing clicked. Maybe we weren't fully on the right page with each other and with what we wanted to do. And then, I don't know how the metalcore thing came up.
You gave me an ultimatum. You told me you would be in the band with me if I did that exact
I said
music.
I said we needed to heavy it up. We needed to try something a little more extreme.
Okay.
And hey, that was the start of something beautiful here.
Yeah.
I'm responsible.
All right. So it's already 10 years you're on the road, but since 1 year you are approaching the big market through the major label deal with Atlantic Records. How have your life and approach changed since the signing of that deal?
I think our approach and our lives are similar. We didn't really change anything, and we're still growing. We saw a lot of change with people showing up and people liking the band and the band growing with our last album, Blood, and now Black Widow is an extension of that.
Okay.
And we're looking forward to things changing even more with Atlantic, but we still have the same passion and drive and artistic integrity that we always had.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed really.
You dig very much to play with contrasts, clean voice and screamo, beautiful tragedy, bloody creature poster girl, dark and light. Is that a kind of leitmotif, the key of your success?
No, I think there's so many different factors that really come into creating success, but I think that naturally that's just a really big struggle in my life, is balancing out the rage and the pain and the suffering with the soft side of me and the forgiving side of me and the loving side. And so it's just this kind of internal struggle I can't get away from that we always seem to fall into.
And it comes out in the lyrics and the art and everything that we do.
And I also do like to, and I can relate with the hell, and I can relate with the pain, and I do like to show the light in the darkness too, for all those fans that are really struggling in that darkness, and still showing them that there is a light and a balance to it all.
Okay, so you're very hungry, but still you survive, and there's always optimism
Exactly.
behind.
Exactly.
Okay.
And being in hell happens for a reason.
Okay.
And you make yourself stronger from it.
Okay. Is Black Widow the best way to describe yourself, Maria, and the band, or maybe Natural Born Sinner fits better?
Actually, Natural Born Sinner was an alternative name that I was thinking of for the album
For the album,
cover.
that's true, yeah.
All right.
So I think that Black Widow, it was a concept we came up with, and Chris kind of went with it. And it's about everything that we were just talking about. It's about an innocence that becomes corrupted and kind of becomes numb and has to teach themselves how to be strong and commanding and and almost dark, and then kind of the power within the whole thing, and then about so it's another big metaphorical story that I could tell forever. We don't got time for it.
Okay.
It's empowering though, and you hold your head high.
Yeah, and she is the Black Widow right now. That's the portrayal.
And what about whore or sex metal Barbie? You like to be very provocative. That's a fact.
Well, the real beauty in those songs is if you just look at the name, it sounds provocative.
Okay.
But if you look at the meaning, like especially of whore, women honoring one another, rising eternally, it's about taking something dark and degrading and turning it into something powerful and telling people you can't hold me down. And Sex Metal Barbie is the same concept. We wrote the lyrics to that song by Googling all of the mean things that everybody said about me and us. So everybody making fun of us, and we used all of their words and turned them into our lyrics.
Okay.
So it's actually other people making fun of us and us taking their hate, turning it into one of my favorite songs that we've done.
Like flipping it around on
So you're
everybody.
flipping on people's hate and then pushing it back out, or using it as something powerful.
All right.
Yeah.
So last question.
Okay.
Do you feel like a sex symbol since you've been voted among, the hottest chicks in art and heavy metal? And also I know you are friend with Christina
I love
of Lacuna Coil, which, we're very proud of course.
Oh my
So
gosh.
do you feel a sex symbol and in a sense part of like a scene, of the hottest chicks in the world?
No, I don't. When I think of myself, I don't think I'm one of the hottest chicks in the world. I have all kinds of insecurities. Christina is just so classy and beautiful. I absolutely love her. I'll just throw that in there. But and she's always been inspiring as well. The way she holds herself, it's very classy. But at the same time, she is sexy and beautiful. So I don't think it's about, like, even in our stage performance, it's vulnerable at certain times. It's sad. It's raging. It's not just about being a sex symbol or being sexy to appease everybody, like, oh, do you like that, daddy? I'm not about that. Like,
Okay.
I do something because I'm comfortable and I'm empowered in it, but it's mine and nobody else's. Nobody can touch it, nobody can have it. And it has to have also, it can't just be about being sexy.
Okay.
It has to have all the emotions
Right.
involved. I think on the album and on the live show, because you do all sex, you lose all of the other beautiful things that should be a part of it, right?
And she can't help it if she's just naturally sexy anyways, and neither can Christina. And people are going to say that no matter what they do or say. And so it just is what it is. But it's awesome because they're beautiful women and people love them.
Yeah, and makes it easier for you.
It's like, I don't know. If I had a really cool
And
guitar, just an added thing that makes it
All right.
more.
And just being sexy will get you nowhere.
Yeah, you gotta have
Right.
You could be the sexiest woman in the world, but if you can't sing, if you're not an artist, you can't create a show, you can't have power in front of a crowd, you're gonna crash and burn. So if you just try and rely on that, you're not gonna get very far.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, very
Thank you.
much
Thank
for
you
your
for the
time.
interview.
See you
We
next time.
appreciate it.
See you next
Ciao.
time.